Hello?
In a world of tardy rock stars and infinite waits, Matt Bellamy is nothing if not punctual.
How you doing, right?
Yeah, good mate, how are you?
Very good, very good.
Where are you right now? I mean, I'm trying to keep up and I'm losing track constantly.
I'm actually just back in England now.
So you're back in England and, you know, we're going to catch up in a minute about forthcoming stadium shows and all things Muse, but we're about to play the first sort of time anywhere in the world this new song, Neutron collision, Love Is Forever. And you know what, let's just get it out there. We'll come back and we'll talk to Matt Bellamy in a second. This is the hottest record in the world today. This is Muse. It's Monday night with Zane Lowe. It's about 7:30 p.m. and my man Zane is about to put on the hottest joint in the world. I was searching, you were on a mission, then our hearts combined like a neutron star collision. I had nothing left to lose. You took your get the backstory on this a little bit, because it's a new song for fans, and it is part of, arguably the biggest modern-day movie franchise the last 2 or 3 years. This moment has been building because we know that the writer's a big fan and that you were instrumental in an influence in the creation of the books in the first place. So you put it into words that you feel comfortable with. How did Neutron Star Collision come to be part of the third Twilight film?
Well, actually, the song was written, believe it or not, I don't want to bring everyone down, but the song was written, I broke up right off it must have been about 8 months ago or something, and basically I wrote that song pretty much immediately after that. It was like a song that was reflecting on that, looking right back on that moment when you first get with someone, and everything feels like it's going to go on forever, and it's kind of like a bit of a sort of cheesy love sentiment, I suppose, but when I wrote the song, for me it was quite a heavy thing, because it was like a memory of what it used to be like, when you used to think that way, and how it's obviously the complete opposite of that when you break up. So when I'm singing that song, I'm kind of coming from that perspective, really. And then that song was floating around since about 8 months ago, and it's the kind of song that I thought, well, it probably would be on what would be another album in the future, but it's going to be a long time until we get to do that. And then obviously these Eclipse, Twilight people contacted us, and were very keen to get a song for their film, and I just thought, well, why not? I might as well just bung it in there and get it out there, because I thought this song is the song sort of representing a bit of a difficult period for me in my life, but I kind of feel like maybe it's a song that by the time we get to the next album, it might not be relevant anymore, because my life might have changed or moved on or something.
So you guys have got some pretty big shows coming up, man. You got festival season. That's the warm up. For what you guys are doing out here with the stadiums. You're back to your old haunt of Wembley Stadium again. It's a good room for you. You're also playing Lancashire Cricket Ground. What can you tell us about these shows, man? Give us a scoop.
Well, it's kind of like we've been the book 1984 has been creeping through the set design for the arena tour and now the stadium tour. Basically, the idea of building the ministry that George Orwell describes as being like the ministry of love, or whatever it is, and all those kind of things. And he described it as being a kind of large pyramid-like structure. And in my mind, it seemed like a very futuristic kind of pyramid-shaped office building, And so originally that's kind of what we wanted to do for the arena tour. We wanted to make these kind of buildings, these ministry-type buildings that the band was trapped inside, and then we eventually escaped from them. But for the stadium, because we're going outdoors, we can actually do a much grander scale. So we're actually building. It's not to the word, but it's kind of similar description to what George Orwell describes as the ministries in the book 1984. So we're kind of playing inside that thing, and obviously there's going to be projections of various, Illuminati-based conspiracy theory things, which I'm sure people will tune into. The whole thing from the front, the whole thing looks like a gigantic, or all-seeing eye, with a big eyeball on top. It basically looks like that. It looks a bit like that, but it's supposed to be cross between that and George Orwell's Ministry from 1984.
You've completely lost it now, haven't you, man? Basically, is what you're saying in a roundabout way. You're off the reservation completely now. That's it.
Totally, yeah. We've actually got a chrome. No, we've got a chrome. That's just the beginning. We've got a chrome UFO. Basically, I come out. There's this thing we call the elephant lift, which takes me out into the crowd and takes me about 10 meters off the ground, and then basically a chrome UFO is going to come over my head, and an alien is going to come out of it and try to grab me. So we're totally gone these days. I don't quite know how we got to this point, but I'm just going to go with it.
You know what? There's only one way I can respond to that. Seriously, man. Yeah. Well, listen. That sounds like it's going to be a fairly provocative affair. I'm very much looking forward to seeing it. I can't wait. How's the lineup coming?
Oh yeah, we've got some great bands coming in. Yeah, we've got. I think there's some that I can't announce yet, but we've got all sorts across the whole of Europe. We've got some great UK acts. I think Kasabian did a couple of dates. We've got.
Great.
I think we've got the editors. We've got the editors coming out somewhere. The UK, I can't say. I think we've got one nice big special guest coming who can't be announced at the moment because of contractual reasons. But she is going to be great.
Amazing. Listen, Matt Bellamy, good luck with the rest of the rehearsals and everything else for the forthcoming tour. And thanks for letting us get our hands on this new song, Neutron Star Collision, up front, getting a chance to play it. No doubt we'll be playing it again before the end of the show. It's nice to talk with you again, man. Welcome home.
Cool, man. Cheers. Good to talk to you too.